I finished on Friday, and the first thing I thought was I really needed to share that message with you, because I felt as if everyone is working together. I felt as if the message and the broader mission of our school was something that I got to see modelled and embodied in everyone, the students, the teachers, and the parents as well. And it's really exciting to be a part of that journey, because I really wanted to develop my teaching career, and not just working on developing my kids academically, but I really wanted to teach them the skills that would carry on and transfer to other areas in their life, because this holistic approach is important, and it's one of the main reasons why I decided to be a part of the Pal Buddhist School community. I like that there's a lot of discipline and rigour with academics, because oftentimes we don't instill that in our students early enough. And I can see that here we are building those routines and those skills that are required to succeed in school and in life very early on. So I can see that there's much more development and much more growth in children. And that is an approach that is carried across all teachers. It's a collective effort to try to excel these students. Another really notable fact is that being a part of Pal Buddhist School is a delightful experience, because it encourages me to grow further. Not only am I pushing the students to grow, but it's also encouraging me as a professional to grow as well. To not be complacent and to think to myself that I've done my learning. There's always a push, and I think it is a healthy push, to encourage staff to develop their skills and expertise in their field, but also as themselves as a person, to grow and to be open-minded. We are students of life. You want to be able to have the confidence that if you are able to complete that work and model that skill, your students will be able to do so as well. And so your brain is like a muscle. It always needs to be in training, it always needs to be exercised in order to maintain peak shape. And so if you expect growth from your students, then you should model that growth as well. In terms of that growth and that healthy push, it is something that is expected of all staff. What I really like about this school is because it's so closely knit that you have conversations with high school teachers as well. Oftentimes in the public system, you will only have primary teachers to talk to and one perspective and experience, but it's really good to be able to talk to colleagues who are working with students. Even amongst my primary cohort, I really like that we knowledge share, that we're always ready to help, especially as a beginning teacher. That is something that is so important, because these are people that are experts in their field, and I learn a lot from them. I think without being grounded by a set of rules or a philosophy or a vision, it makes it very hard to bring a lot of people together. And so I found that in other schools, that mission and that sense of shared responsibility wasn't as strongly communicated as it is here. I think always pushing the narrative amongst staff, parents, and teachers is definitely something I see a difference in. And I think without that common thread and narrative that we all respect and follow, it makes it very hard to have people working together. And that's what a school is. Everyone, all the stakeholders and everyone working together. Even when you're learning about developmental psychology, you know that younger kids often find it hard to empathise, because at the centre it's themselves. But I find that kids here, even in kindergarten, are expressing empathy and close relations to students who are older, which is an incredible social skill and something that I have not seen in my other experience in school. Content mastery is the foundation of teaching. If you don't know your content inside out, if you don't know all the misconceptions that students might have about the content, or you don't know the ins and outs of your content, it makes it very tricky then to transfer that knowledge across to students. You want to be able to use that knowledge flexibly and adapt to the classroom. And delivering is a part of the fun. It's making sure that you instill that love for that content to your students. I definitely see content mastery being a priority for a lot of the staff here, especially in our conversations about how we deliver our lessons. We are in exam week now, so we were reviewing a lot of exams, and we really took the time to collectively look at all those exams together and appreciate how much the students have learned, and also to self-correct their own practice to see how can they become better teachers. So I think that self-reflective practice is something that I think is a contributor to content mastery. because it's the fact that you're open-minded to know that you can always improve your knowledge and always be better at your content, and that makes you a better teacher. I've warmed up to this place much faster than I have in previous jobs. I find that really having access to not only people who are around me that are teachers, but also to leadership teams and the front office and the canteen, I feel like there's that sense of community. And so that is the first reason that I think I warmed up and adjusted so easily into this school. I really like that close-knit community that you have here.